Hey y'all, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Spencer Pratt. I'm a real estate investor here in Dallas Fort Worth. In this video, I want to take some time to go over some of the less talked about realities that come with entrepreneurship. I hope that by the end of this, you will gain a little perspective on what it is actually like to be an entrepreneur. Maybe this will help you understand what we go through on a day to day and maybe help some of those out there who are entrepreneurs as well. So let's go ahead and get right into things. And I kind of have three talking points for this one. So, most of the time, you're running completely blind. Money is in some ways the enemy, and freedom is fake. So let's go ahead and get right into number one. And that is the truth is, no matter how many courses you buy or books you read, there is no perfect answer as to what you were looking for. Most gurus actually make their money by keeping you on the fence to stay unclear on what you actually are trying to achieve, so that way they can continue to sell you solutions. The path to what it is you are looking for is pretty much on you to figure out. And to expand on this point, let me give you an example that is personal to me. Since I was in middle school, I've always been trying to figure out a way to achieve what seemed impossible. Probably the core entrepreneurship equation, or one of them. How do I achieve time freedom, but with money? At one point, I thought that I wanted to be a pipeline welder because it seems pretty dope, right? You go around, you make about you can make a gajillion dollars apparently, and you just travel around and you work a job when you want and you just kind of chill when you don't. So this seems like, boom, there's my solution, right? But then I realized that the reality of it is most of the time you're chasing another job, traveling all the time, and are more likely to end up in poor health. So this doesn't really actually solve your problem because yes, you may achieve money, buku bucks. However, the freedom of time you have is spent healing up and trying to stay in decent enough health to continue your job. Essentially, you're still stuck in the rat race. Whatever you do, it is, in my opinion, best to be clear on what it is that you actually want, then go and achieve that. If you achieve it and then realize that this is not actually what you wanted, then adjust and make sure that you actually stick it out long enough to get the valuable skills and lessons from what you've set out to achieve. All right, let's go to point number two. Money at times can be an entrepreneur's greatest enemy. I realized this the more I learned about the info business. And let me just explain the problem with this as best I can, okay? So basically, lots of these entrepreneurs are slaving away to make all these ads to pump leads into their high overhead businesses to essentially keep very little of it. When it is all said and done, all right, so for instance, you have these guys who spend $1 million on ad revenue every, month or whatever to take home, you know, 20 racks. That just doesn't make sense. It's just so much work for so little money, so much stress, so much of that. And, let's go ahead and break it down. Just like how we would in school, right? Say it takes you $5 to go out and catch a fish. Then you can sell it at market for 10. You're the only employee and the only person to manage. All your bills are paid, and you can take a break and go hang with your boys whenever you want. Now, let's say you find out about this new thing where you can spend $8 per fish, but you don't have to catch them anymore because you have a team of fishermen who go out and do it for you. Now you have overhead. Now you can get 3 fish per day and sell them at market each for 10. So now you have made $6. One more than before, and you have to do less work, right? Right? Wrong. Now, since you've taken on these fishermen, you have 3 people who depend on you to constantly manage them and to make sure that they stay employed and can bring home their pay to their families so they can go to the market and buy themselves some fish. Now you've gone full circle right back into slavery. Nice job. The argument here that I'm trying to make is that more money is not always better, and it comes with costs that really could kill the other part of the money and time freedom equation from earlier. Does this mean that money is the enemy and that you shouldn't try to build better and stuff? No, absolutely not. But sometimes you can allow your ambition to work you right back into slavery. I would argue the better thing to do would be to take whatever extra you make from it, just from going out and fishing, and maybe find a way to loan it out to others at a percentage. Or to purchase a slot at the marina for all the other workaholic fishermen to park their boats that they slave away for. And now you might actually make way more money. And in the meantime, you can still go out and chill with your people come dinner time. Some of the richest men I've met have been men that did life that way. They did, something that paid all their bills, and then they just did a little thing on the side, and they continuously invested in something that could grow over time, and they end up far wealthier. Um, Especially since a lot of these high overhead online businesses, they have no value for resale. So you can't really even retire at the end of it. Lastly, freedom is fake. To a certain point, you will always have to do something. You will probably never be free of problems, right? Passive income is kind of fake. There's just least effort, most money. That's kind of just the truth. And I think that the real freedom that comes with entrepreneurship is that problems change to challenges and you are free to try and figure those out. The only real free man is the homeless man because he has truly nothing to lose, nothing to gain. People have known this for ages, but the cycles do not seem to stop repeating. I mean, this has gone on for centuries, guys, but people just, they're going to continue to work themselves into debt and like ruin their lives. It, it really is kind of insane, but I guess a human species is a slow learner. Um, and so, just some recommended reading to really understand some of this stuff and what really opened up a lot of this stuff for me would be the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. I would 10 out of 10 recommend you go ahead and read that. You can probably find a PDF of it, or you can go to Walmart, buy a Bible. It's like $17. I mean, that'll change your life too. But, and, also, as a bonus, if you want to become an entrepreneur and figure out a way to fish, but with real estate, you're more than welcome to join our free Facebook group, Freedom and Cashflow Real Estate. Again, that is Freedom and Cashflow Real Estate. And I'll also try and leave a link to it below in the description. Last time, YouTube was kind of tripping out about that, so I'll figure it out if I can. And if you guys like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helped me out so I can pay off my $1,200 a month car note. I'm just kidding. But it would be cool if you'd hit that button. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. See y'all.